Welcome back, Knights of Apollo. What's up, guys? It's Apollo here, and today we've got another epic medieval siege battle. This is 1212 AD, and before we dive into this battle, I just wanted to say that I created a Facebook group. So if you guys could join me there, it's actually a pretty cool setup, and I do plan to be fairly active with that Facebook group. So I'm going to do polls, I'm going to be answering questions, I'm just going to be hanging out. So definitely follow me there. I can't promise that I'm going to message everybody. I can't get to everyone's messages, but I do promise that I will be very active on my Facebook group. So be sure to join. There's a link to it in the video description. So let's go ahead and dive into this epic battle. So this is a 3 versus 3. The settlement here is a multi-layered settlement. We pretty much have 2 layers here. Defenders are going with a bit of a relaxed defense. They're going with the street defense, which I highly recommend you do not do because you kind of just give up the walls so easily. So let's go ahead and look at these army comps before this battle begins. So we're going to start with the attackers here, and man, it's just so great to be back playing 1212. I absolutely love the medieval time period. So on this side, we have the Kingdom of Denmark. I believe this was a high money battle. So you're gonna see a lot of just decked out knights. You know, like heavy infantry, swordsmen, pikes, crossbows. Got the king over here. So very nice. So that's Denmark. Over in the center, we do have the Duchy of Bavaria, and I absolutely love their faction design. I love that flag. I got the Bavarian flag right now in this room hanging from my wall because I just love it so much. In fact, a lot of people ask me, why do I have a Bavarian flag? It just looks cool, all right? But yeah, he's bringing a lot of dismounted knights, a lot of knights and crossbows, some pikes and spears, which are so vitally important in a siege battle. Over here, almost about to scale the walls, the final attacking faction, we have Lesser Poland. It's good to see the Polish on the battlefield. They got some heavy crossbows in the front line. In the back here, we do have some swordsmen, so he's got a good mix. Oh, we also have some halberdiers. Awesome. I love the halberdiers. Perfect for a siege environment. We do have a lot of cav here for Poland, but, you know, it is Poland. But in a siege environment, you got to get really creative with cav to make them super effective. Now, let's move on to the defenders. We got a nice combined force of different cultures and factions. The first force here, we have the County of Toulouse. The County of Toulouse. I love them. They are awesome. They have a great design there. But yeah, the County of Toulouse. On the battlefield, we also have the Republic of Venice. It's great to have the Venetians, very powerful faction, especially Medieval 2 Total War. They are a very strong faction, so I always love seeing the Venetians on the battlefield. And then the final force, which I believe is way back here. Actually, no, that's Venice as well. Where are they? No, that's the County of Toulouse. I know they're somewhere. They're all mixed up. It's kind of hard. Ah, yes, the Bavarian. Or no, not the Bavarian, the Bulgarians. The Bulgarians. Oh, my God. I think I've done that before. I mixed up the Bulgarians and the Bavarians. But yeah, the Duchy of Bulgaria. Or no, this isn't Bulgaria. Oh my God, it's Burgundy. What the hell is wrong with me? This is Burgundy, guys. All those B words. I'm dyslexic, and this is something I do all the time. I don't know how I got through school. But yeah, this is Burgundy, the Burgundians. The Burgundians, not Bavaria, not the Bulgarians, Burgundians. All right, so let's do normal speed and get this one underway. So far, the attackers are doing everything right. They're going full speed ahead. They are attacking with full force. Now, it doesn't look like the defenders are showing any kind of sign of defending these walls. But you never know. They might be bluffing and they might charge up the swordsmen. So I think it is really smart of them to not send up archers first. What they need to do is just capture the gate, silence the arrow towers, and then get their archers up on the walls and show no mercy. Absolutely no mercy. If they're gonna hang back in the streets like this, just get up on these walls and fire down. Bring hell from above and crush them. So we got the Polish sergeant scaling the walls over here. More Polish sergeants coming up this way. Over on this side, let's see. Hopefully they don't make that mistake of charging down. I see it all the time. Players get a little too aggressive. You know, as an attacker, you don't have to go full force attack. Take your time. Use these walls against the opponents. And it looks like so far, that's exactly what he's doing. He's going to take the walls. Oh, we actually have a breach in the wall. Look at this. So some artillery bringing down the breach. The Bavarians, first ones in, riding in with some Bavarian knights. It's a heavy shock cab. Let's see if he can do some damage with these knights. Also, we got some infantry coming over from Poland. So, oh, and here comes the defending arrows firing down as the troops scale the street, or scale the streets? What? As they charge through the streets. But yeah, it looks like they're going to be looking for vulnerable targets. They might be going for the swordsmen who are trying to guard that choke point. Let's go ahead and go into insert mode and just kind of pretend we're one of the knights riding along with Bavaria. There they go. Lances down! Charge! Excellent. So, that was pretty cool. That was a good charge, but he needs to pull out of there and do it again. And he also needs to get his archers up here. But yeah, you can see the attackers taking these outer walls, no problem whatsoever. Absolutely no problem. We do have a little bit of a fight here. This is fine. You know, the fact that they put a breach in the wall, yeah, go ahead, send in infantry, let the fight begin. But you don't want to get too aggressive here. You don't want to throw away too many of your infantry units here. Into this fight. And I just love siege battles, man. So, like, that's my jam right there. Siege battles. And I think it's your jam, too. Like, whenever I upload a non-siege battle, like, just a normal pitched battle, excuse me, you guys tend to just, like, nah, I'll pass. No, not always. I know there's, like, the thing about pitch battles, it's very micro-intensive. And siege battles seem to be more strategic. As in like a chess game. So I think people just kind of, I don't know, it's just something cool about watching a siege battle, you know? Like, it's just epic, I don't know. But yeah, here comes some dismounted knights, some pole arms going to the fight, really trying to chew up these Burgundian spears. I said it right. And then here comes another charge of swordsmen going after some free company from Burgundian Free Company. This should be an easy fight for the sergeants for Poland. I mean, Free Company, they're just mercenary. They're not that great. I mean, they're good, but they're not, like, amazing. But we got a nice fight going on here. Archers really trying to put down the pain here. Really trying to go after the enemy archers who are posting up on this wall. And Poland knows what's up. He is losing quite a bit, but it's worth the sacrifice. You just gotta get your archers up here, fire back down. They will win over time. Back over here, we actually have some buildings on fire. And we have a little bit of a tussle going on, a little bit of a fight. But again, don't get too aggressive. Use those archers. Sit back, relax, get some kills. Got some Bavarian knights also running around the city streets, looking for more soft spots in the defense. And you can see the County of Toulouse is sending over some heavy melee infantry to try to really prevent any gaps in the defense. Here comes Bavaria. Boom! Get wrecked! Oh, man, I love it. I love these Bavarian knights, man. And they just crush that infantry. A lot of them will get back up, but they are losing a lot, just getting stuck. Basically, they got ran over, and as they were trying to get back up, the knights just slaughtered them. They just cut them down. So back over here, the defense is still really strong in the center. I think they're having a lot of progress over here. I think this is a good spot to go for. And you can see that, oh, yeah, massive brawl over here. It is unfortunate that Bavaria is focused over here because it's kind of hard to tell who's who. You just see a lot of blue. But just look for that blue checkered flag. That is Bavaria. And the red and blue and white, that is obviously the Burgundians. So when we turn on the HUD, that's also another way to make it a little bit easier. We also have a lot of infantry back over here. So we can see that Denmark is... full speed ahead. Like, they are going through these streets and really trying to push back the inner defenses. But again, they don't want to overexpand too quickly. That's a problem in siege battles where you just push your men a little too hard and a little too fast. You gotta have to, like, sit back a little bit and just clear out the areas. get a control of the area, you know, regroup, and then push again. If you're just constantly pushing, your men can get exhausted, they'll get focused down, they get chewed up by archers. But so far, this looks really good. This area right here looks really good for the attackers, and you can see the defenders, they are retreating. Fall back to the keep! They're gonna fall back to the inner defenses. Also, we're seeing some progress over here. The Free Company, no surprise, are starting to break against the mighty Polish. The sergeants pushing through the streets. Beautiful. We go back over to this side. We got a nice layered wall. Again, this is like the most defended area in this whole settlement. So that's good. Over on this side, we got another fight. The halberds, the Polish halberds, slicing and dicing their way through these defenses. But they're probably going to have to rely heavily on archers at this point to get. I mean, this is a thick line, you know what I mean? THICC, thick line. Okay, so it's a thick line of men with the spear, you know, shield wall and the pikes. They also have archer support, so this is another tough area to break through. Over on this side, though, wow, that is a lot of Bavarian Knights. He's using pure horsepower to break through this defense, and he is making some progress. Let's see if it's enough, though. They are getting chewed up by these arrow towers, though. This is the problem with Attila. These arrow towers are ridiculous. These arrow towers have no business firing at these troops. I mean, look at that. These arrow towers single-handedly are winning this battle. Seriously. I honestly think arrow towers should only... It's like what they did with Medieval 2 and Warhammer. The arrow tower should only be activated when there's infantry nearby it. It kind of represents the fact that, you know, some of that infantry picked up some bows and are firing out of the tower, you know? Like, I think that's a much better setup. It makes it a bit more strategic and stuff. So Poland has decided to push in the very heavily defended center position. So they're pushing on multiple angles. I honestly still believe that this is the best area for the attackers. This is where they're going to have most of their success. I mean, they're just cutting through this defense. Let's see if they can continue to do it. Back over here, we do have a little charge from Toulouse, sending in some heavy melee infantry against the Huscarls of the Kingdom of Denmark. So far, the wall battle, very easy. Very, very easy for the attackers. But the street battle, a lot more difficult. And that's, you know, that's to be expected because, you know, we saw the defenders, they went with a very soft wall defense and a very difficult street defense. You know, they're going full street force. Urban warfare. Which, again, I don't recommend. I really think it's good to defend these outer walls, even with just a light force. Look at all these archers. Look at this. Are they getting some good shots here? Do they have a I hear some of them firing. Ooh, and they're getting hit pretty hard in return. Oh my god, look at that shield wall. That is epic. And then they got the pikes mixed in there. I love that. That is so good. That is so late period. That is so late period medieval. So yeah, shield wall. Look at that. Shield wall. Yeah, so the forces, they also have some dismounted knights in the mix as well. So the forces are doing a pretty good job. This is a nice combined force by the attackers. These crossbows just need to get firing. They should probably retreat some of these crossbows. You don't need that many in this area. Just have one or two firing down and trying to kill their archers. More fire is spreading in the city. That's really good. It's hurting the morale just by one, and their melee attack and defense by one. But the attackers definitely might want to look into burning more buildings and causing the defenders to kind of lose their morale. The halberds still going strong over here, taking a couple casualties, but overall still trying to cut through these defenders. More defenders holding in the streets here. And that great cav force that was pushing has been destroyed. It has been stopped. They stopped them in their tracks. You don't really see a lot of dead knights considering how long they were fighting. But I believe most of these deaths were from these two structures right here. So yeah, I like that aggressive push, but nothing really came out of it, and that was a great victory for the defenders. Also, we're seeing a lot of breaking over here from the attackers. So, I mean, well, they still have a decent amount of infantry over here. Back over on this side, a ton of infantry. Again, this is their best bet right here. But so far, if we look at the kills, the enemy, which is the attackers in this replay, has about 500 more men. So they have a considerable amount of troops to help them out in this siege battle. But I feel like the attackers have not faced the most difficult part of the defense yet, which of course would be that second layer. Stab. Get them, boys. So yeah, the defenses are looking kind of weak right here in this kind of four-way here. It looks a little weak. Also over here, again, looks really weak. Most of their defenses are right here. And you know, what Poland should do at this point is I think they should just wait. They should stop sending in troops and wait for these defenders to start to maneuver back over to this side to support this front, because this is a dangerous concern. This is dangerous right here. This whole area, the attackers are looking very powerful. So eventually, which they are doing right now, they're going to send over reinforcements. We got some crossbows on their way. So yeah, they're going to send over their reinforcements. And Poland should just wait until this is a lot weaker and then move in for the kill. But we'll see if he does. So far, it looks like he is doing that. He's got his archers up here. This is good. You know, just sit back, fire at the enemy, try to get some nice, easy kills, soften them up a little bit, and let your allies go to work. I mean, let them do work. Let them clean out these streets a little bit and cause the defenders to have to focus on this side a little bit more. So the pikes are doing great. Dismounted knights for Bavaria doing awesome. We still have a lot of forces over on this side who have not even engaged the enemy. They have not even, you know, have killed any of the enemy. Also, there's a road back here which you could use to get behind the enemy. So there's 1, 2, 3 choke points that lead to this inner defense, and they've got plenty of defenders. Look at this. We got heavy bow infantry, pikemen, spears. So they're well equipped for this defense. It's all going to come down to the archers, how effective the archers can be. There we go. Crossbows firing down. Come on, man. Get in there. Charge. We got some heavy melee infantry. They are shaken, but they are fresh. So this unit might not be the best one to charge in right away, unless you kind of want them to absorb that ammo. And there we go. There's that charge. Charge. There goes some reinforcements. We got some heavy pole arms. Oh, yeah. You don't want to clump up too much because there is artillery firing down, but that is a nice solid force to break through. It looks like they are retreating some forces as we speak. And now we got some reinforcements coming over this way. Look at this, guys. There is a break in the defense, and now we've got a bunch of troops surrounded. That is a huge, huge loss. Huge loss for the defenders. As a defending player, in most cases, if you want a fair siege battle, the defenders are outnumbered, right? They have less money. So when you lose a unit like this where they get surrounded and they have no chance of retreating back to the town center, you basically lose so much manpower. You lose so much, you just lose a lot of men, and it sucks. But now they're down to some Pavi spears, and they're going to get focused down so easily. We also have, ooh, the Duke of Bavaria about to charge a bunch of crossbows. Once again, another costly mistake from the defenders. You've got to be aware on multiple fronts. You've got to make sure that there is no holes in the defense. If there is a gap in the defense, you do not leave your archers in the open like this where they can get trampled by enemy cav. So really, really good use of that general running down those crossbows. Now, it's not like a ton of those crossbows died. A lot of them should be able to get back to safety, but still, that was a fairly costly mistake. And the assault over on this side is underway, guys. I mean, they're not going to stop. They're going for that town center. So nice little infantry brawl over here. Denmark pushing pretty hard. Denmark pretty healthy in this. I mean, I haven't seen Denmark too much in this battle. So maybe they're really keeping their army in reserve for that final push. But definitely seeing a lot more of the Danish soldiers in this fight at this point. There we go. More and more soldiers coming up. And once again, guys, there's defenders out in the open, able to be flanked around. There we go. Denmark. Oh, I'm sorry. Bavaria is sending over some dismounted knights. Go ahead and see this counter charge. They're pretty weak, but it doesn't matter. Like, the flank is going to be huge. So sure enough, wait, did they break? No, wow. Actually, they broke the heavy polearm infantry from Denmark. Denmark now sending in crossbow. Well, crossbows are getting a little too close, but we got a fresh unit coming in. That should break the free company. This is free company. They're holding very well, considering that they're just free company. So nice little sandwich there. Now we got forces pushing down the street, trying to go after these crossbows, and you can see the defenders are on mass retreat. We also have a cav charge, a little bit of cav battle. This is an opportunity to kill the Doge of Venice, their general. I don't think they're going to be able to do it, though. You can see the cav for Denmark's already pretty weak in there. And also we got the reinforcements coming up this way. Defend our king! Or the Doge of Venice, whatever. Alright, so Poland still waiting patiently. This is actually really good plays right here by Poland. I like the fact he's not throwing his army away. And now we got a bit of an infantry charge. There we go. He's going to go back into the fight. I like it. This is well timed. He waited. His allies are pushing on the town center. It's do or die, now or never. Get in there and help your allies, and that's exactly what he's doing. Well done by Poland, using these sergeants to cut down these defenders over here. More and more infantry coming around this way. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Look at that. That is a fresh force. Fresh force. We got a lot of fresh infantry back over here. We are getting a lot of breaking here, though, by Poland. They really got to try to capture these arrow towers. They need to try to silence them. It looks like they were close to capturing them. Just go back. Take them out. Get them out of the game. You're going to save a lot of lives. And what do we have here? We've got heavy melee infantry from the county of Toulouse looking the wrong way. And there goes the charge from Bavaria. Charge, man. It's actually a really cool battle here. Great plays by these players. Got crossbows. We got more Huscarls coming around. Hey, they've got to... Oh, there we go. They took out some of the towers. Did they do that with artillery, though? I think, yeah. So did they do that with artillery? No. I don't know. Something took that out. Took out that arrow. That's going to save a ton of lives. There we go. They're still pushing. They got to break through here. If they can break through, then obviously they can flank around and support the other side. Let's go ahead and let's actually slow down the camera here a little bit as we panel through this battle. I want it nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Didn't know that was going to be so hard to say. So nice little stand right here by the defenders. The reason they're holding here so aggressively is because all these troops could get chewed. In fact, this is huge, guys. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this. If the attackers can break through here, they will easily be able to get behind all these troops and surround and kill. That, as the attacking force, as a player who is attacking, that's something you always want to be looking. I just want to make this clear. Just a little friendly advice for anyone who's, trying to get better at siege battles. If you see an opportunity where you can flank around and kill a bunch of these defenders like here and not, prevent them from being able to retreat back over to the town center, you go for it. And it looks like that's what the attackers are doing right here. Now, it's going to be costly because they're going to lose a lot of troops to these arrow towers, but if they can bust a hole through here and get behind all these troops, they can cut down all these defending forces. Let's go ahead and get some close-ups here. We got more pikemen from Bavaria about to inch forward into this fight. No guts, no glory. Damn right. So I believe this is Toulouse, right? Oh no, this is Venice holding against this beautiful push here by the attackers. But yeah, a very bold move from the defenders, man. Very bold move. Poland is fully committed. Is fully committed to the fight because I think he realized the situation. Now they're capping building. This is good. They got to capture these points. That's going to help. That's actually going to hurt the morale of the defenders. And now if we look at the kills are actually pretty even, guys. They're pretty even. Defenders starting to lose over on this side. The crossbows just chewing up these guys. Look at that. And there they go. They break. So very good use of the crossbows. You know, you don't need to send in infantry every time. If you can just sit back and use your crossbows, that's great. Look at all of these knights right here. Look at this heavy infantry push on this position. That is awesome. The County of Toulouse doing the best they can. We got archers, skirmishers throwing down their projectiles. Really trying to soften them up as well. We got just an epic clash of elite forces here for the sake of this town center. Let's see. Are they still pushing on this side? No, they're not. But they do have troops over here. They might just wait. Again, same thing. Back when Poland was waiting, this is kind of like the same thing. They should wait until they focus a lot of defenders on the outer defense, then send in the rear guard, then send in the rear flanking force and get through there and attack. But, I mean, they still have a long way to go. There's still a lot of healthy defenders over here. And the attackers are just desperately trying to break through these heavy infantry from the County of Toulouse. And it's been a struggle, guys. It's been a struggle. Lots of archer support that's just mounding up these bodies, just getting tons of kills. Bavaria just open. Really good use of those archers from the defenders. Let's see. Where are they? Oh, right here. And they've got a ton of ammo. Some crossbows. Look at that. It would be cool if, like, the pathfinding and everything in Total War was a lot better. Like, it'd be cooler if you told these crossbows to stand in this area, that they automatically went up to these walls and, like, hid behind them as they were reloading and then popping out as they fire. Like, that would be so cool. Instead of just standing here awkwardly, it'd be awesome if they actually used these defenses in here and actually used these walls to fire. Like, I just wish it was a little bit smoother in Total War. Now we got another charge. This unit broke and now it's coming back. They're not going to last long. So that's unfortunate for the attackers. They seem to be really struggling on breaking through over here and having the opportunity of flanking around all these units. And now we actually have a counter charge from the defending cav. Yeah, so the County of Toulouse heading over some heavy shock cav, trying to get rid of the Polish knights. A pretty tough battle right here. And it's for the capture point. Let's see if they send in reinforcements. I don't know. Ooh, wow. What happened over here? Oh, wow. Poland got surrounded. So the defenders must have been aggressive and sent units over around this way. And now he's even got a line of heavy melee infantry protecting the flank against this cav. And this is a general. This is the Polish king going in. He's going to go, too. That shield wall is tough to break through. Let's see. Oh, they're just going to push right on through. They're going to try to save their infantry. What a gutsy move with their general. A very gutsy move. And there they go. They break them. Now they're going to stand with their infantry, stand with their men as they are surrounded by enemies in this beautiful street. Okay, there we go. So it looks like the attackers have broken through on this side. Lots of defending forces starting to crumble. Let's look at these kills, though. See who's still... Okay, so it's still pretty much even. In fact, the defenders have a bit more troops. Nice charge here from the infantry. So we got some heavy melee infantry trying to prevent the attackers from getting behind the defending forces. So Venice doing what they can over there. And more of these forces, look at that, breaking. The defenders cannot hold for much longer. But here's the thing. If the defenders break here, they pretty much got the full potential of that unit before they got outflanked. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got the full potential of the unit holding there before any reinforcements could get around and outflank them. You know, it wasn't like they were outflanked and then they broke. They were just fighting, holding, and then they broke. But there they go. They're starting to waver. This is a little concerning, though. They might want to pull back. The defenders might want to pull back over in this fight because when these attackers come, where is he going? Where is he going with these swordsmen? These sergeants. They're desperately needed over here because if you can break through quickly, you can get behind these guys and just slaughter a bunch of these defenders. Back over here, look at this. The attackers are making some great... They're making some great progress over here. They're actually breaking some of the defenders. This is a really close game, guys. The defenders are about 100 down on troops, and just they lost so many men over here. Just this was the ultimate kill zone for these archers. So yeah, if you could just break through these spears, there they go. Okay, now break phalanx formation and charge your men over there. You could save so many. Come on, Poland. Come on, get your halberds over there and surround these guys. You can kill so many so quickly. Get them in the fight. That you could even surround these guys as well. There's so many you can come over here and surround these guys. There's so many options. By the way, what happened to the Polish general? Did he die? No, he's fallen back. Polish general still alive. He's in the back there. Oh, Poland, make a decision, bud. Honestly, I think he should go for these units. Don't worry about these guys over here. It's not as many. Like, you could save the life-saving potential is so much greater on that side. And the spears have recovered and are back in the fight. He really lost an opportunity there. It's a bit frustrating to see that. The crossbows are doing the best they can to try to silence the defending skirmishers. I think the attackers should just stop going this way because this is just death alley over here. Just stop running down that pathway because it's just disaster. Back over here, we actually do have some fighting. We do have some cav coming out. The Duke of Burgundy going in wedge formation. Nice. So they need some pikes or something over here because we got some crossbows out in the open and they know it. They're in trouble. They've got to send something, and they are sending cav. I see some cav moving around this way. This is a nice aggressive push by the defenders. Let's see what they can do with this. Oh, wait. What is he doing with the cav? He's not sending the cav over to that side. Cav is actually moving around this way. Maybe he's going for the crossbows. But here we go, Poland. Poland finally going for that push, which I think he could have pushed like 5 minutes ago. Now we got swordsmen coming in. The County of Toulouse was kind of waiting for that push. He did have one unit of reserve to just sacrifice to prevent these guys from pushing in. But still, they're still surrounded over here. If they could get another unit of infantry. Oh, wait, he's falling back. The defenders are falling back. And the attacking forces on this side have been defeated. So this fight's going to be huge. This fight right here might decide the battle. Pretty intense. Let's go back over here. This is another important battle over here. And again, he just left the crossbows to get trampled. But the Duke of Burgundy, you know, even though he's having some nice cav charges here, he lost a lot of good men. He's putting his... Oh, Allied general has fallen. Yes. The Burgundian general has fallen. And now the units... Oh, that's huge. That is huge, guys. The defenders there could waver. Now, does he have a lot of infantry? Does Burgundy still have a lot of... Yeah, he still has a ton over here. So their morale is going to be shook there a little bit. They're going to be scared. Now, Poland has some fresh troops. Tier 3, heavy infantry. They need to quickly countercharge the countercharge. Come on, Poland. Get in there, man. Your troops are wavering. Ah, Poland. His halberds are cleaning up these spears over here, though. Poland, get in there. Don't let... Oh, to Poland. Come on, man. There he goes. Look at the banner here. He's like, I don't give a shit. Just going in first. Let's see if he... Nice, he lived that engagement. Nice. That's pretty epic. He's like, I wait for no one. Nice little charge there. So, this is a pretty cool engagement, but it looks like the attackers are taking the edge here. And the attackers have broken through and they are on the platform, basically. of this defense. And now the defenders are holding the... This is it. Like, this is the last stand. The crossbows. I believe those are the attacking crossbows. Really softening up the Burgundian polearm infantry. So, Denmark using what they can to break through over here. And look at, we got a counterflank here. Medium spears from Venice going around. Oh no! Lots of breaking going on from Denmark. Denmark seems to be very timid at this point. They're running out of infantry over here though. Oh, will the defenders hold on to this one? And look at, yep. I think they pushed a little too hard there. I think they should have waited for this. They should have waited for this force right here to break through. Look at, we've got a general. We've got the County of Toulouse running around, capturing points, preserving some of the streets here. There we go. They've got to hurry. They've got to get their infantry into this fight and support that other flank. They're exhausted though. They're eager but exhausted. We actually have a counter push by some this County of Toulouse heavy polearm infantry going after the mercenary Swiss halberds. All right, these crossbows are going to be key to this victory if the defenders or the attackers want any chance of winning this one. Now it seems like the attackers are on the defense, having their spears like this, and the crossbows are just opening fire, doing what they can. Ooh, I don't know, guys. Got a lot of breaking here from the County of Toulouse. I don't know. I think the attackers might have this one. Ooh, but it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Desperate times call for desperate measures. We got the Doge of Venice. Check this out. Let's ride with the Doge of Venice. He's about to charge, and he could potentially break a huge chunk of this attacking force going after these crossbows. Look at that. Venice still in the fight. Let's see if he goes for the hammer and anvil. No, he's going to keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep attacking. Oh, but there's a counter push. A counter charge by the general of Denmark. But this is huge. Who can kill who? They've got to send in reinforcements. They might want to just throw in their crossbows into melee and just try to kill this general. But this is a huge engagement. And so far, look at that. Look at that. The Doge is dying. There's just too many crossbows over here. And he's wavering. The defender is oh man. That is so unfortunate. That could have been so... But the other general breaks as well. Both generals. It's an even trade. And I don't know. See, troops are falling back from this area. They're trying to cap this location. Rest of the attackers, I believe, is Poland, who have been pretty patient, making pretty smart decisions. They're pushing forward. And they're going to try to get into this city and cut up these crossbows. Most of these crossbows do not have ammo, or they're very low on ammo. What about around this flank? Oh, yes. Oh, there's actually a lot of infantry over here on this side. So, we got these two guys over here might want to fall back and go help defend these other locations. There goes the arrow towers. That's going to save a ton of lives. Now we got a charge of heavy crossbow infantry going after Poland. Poland sending in their halberds. I'm sorry, this is Bavaria, not Poland. They should break pretty quickly. I think what he's trying to do here is trying to blob them up so the archers, with what few ammo they have, they get some good hits. Because they are so blobbed up, but the angle here is not great. There's a building in the way. They've got to really fire upwards. And I think Poland realized what he's doing, so he's just going to push right past. Let's see how quick he can break through this defense here. We just got some cannon crew. All right, excellent, excellent. Back over on this way. The spears still holding their own. Just keeping these defenders occupied. All right, I mean, this player, he needs to send over his heavy pole arms. This is bad. He's got to contain these troops over here before they're just everywhere and they're going to outflank them. Keep them at the choke points. I'm trying to see if they got, you know, if the defenders have anything up their sleeve. Come on, man. What, is he just going to form? You can't do that, though. He's just gonna form like a kind of like a noob square over here. Oh, okay, here we go. They're gonna charge. It's a little too late though. You could have contained them at. Oh, there goes someone's head. Could have contained them at the choke point over there. Then back over here, they're holding strong. Lots of casualties over here. Look at that. It's a carpet of dead. A carpet of dead. More and more swordsmen coming around. Sergeants getting peppered down. Alright, these crossbows just skirmishing down the enemy. And I mean, basically this area is open to attack, and I think they're gonna go for it. We do have a general coming around this way. The Bavarian general. He's seen a lot of action today. Let's actually go ahead and ride with this general, see his point of view. That hill. No prisoners! Yay! Alright, they got a long ways to go. It's actually pretty cool to see what this general is seeing. Though I am going to zoom out and just make sure we don't miss any. Oh yeah, lots of attacking forces coming up here. They've broken through on this side. Defenders are falling back. We even have a general who's sallied out, trying to get some kills. This is the Count of Toulouse. There we go. Here comes the general. This is going to be huge. Let's see if they can kill this general. I mean, you never know if they have some ammo ready to fire at this guy. Doesn't look like they do, though. See the knight floating over there? Like, what the hell? So, yeah, they're going to chase down these crossbows and chew them up. And that might be the nail in the coffin. Oh, wait a second. Look at this rally, this push by the defenders. Making a bold push. This is far from over, guys. But the general, there's their opportunity. Just turn these pikes around. They might be able to kill this general. Crossbows are opening fire. They're doing what they can, but he's going to come back for the crossbows. Nice. Good charge there. Got some crossbows trying to hold back some halberds. Not going to really work out. No. The County of Toulouse. And there you go, guys. That's going to be the nail in the coffin. Death of too many generals. But that was epic. That one came down to the wire. I think if they just had maybe one more infantry unit, one more fresh infantry unit, they could have won that one. That's how close it was. But we still have, who's this? The Republic of Venice. Still trying to do what they can to hold here. But I don't expect much. I don't expect much, especially if they lose over here. But props to the Venetians who just won't give up, putting up their final stand. And look at they're still holding over here. But I mean, it's not for long. Wouldn't it be amazing if they turned this around, just like instant broke the enemy? Like that would be insane. But no, look at they're all wavering now. They're all wavering. And we only got 15 seconds left in this battle replay. So that tells me that that is indeed the battle. It is over, guys. It is over. That was a great battle. That was a really good siege. That had really good plays by both teams. I think the biggest mistake that the defenders made was the fact that they gave up the wall so easily. Also the fact that they did not retreat once their flanks were open. So I can't zoom in now. Game won't let me. But the street area, remember that big battle? They should have retreated from there a long time ago and have fallen back to the keep to have more men to defend there more effectively. But let's end the replay. So this was sent in by Teo. So thank you, man, for the battle replay. Really respect the fact that you sent in a defeat. Oftentimes the person who wins the battle sends it in. So that's props, props to you. Then we got James over here. He was playing as the Duchy of Burgundy, and we have literally thousands commanding the Republic of Venice. Down here we got Jelly, who is going as Denmark. Vincent going as Bavaria. And we got Hobo Tom going as Lesser Poland. So Poland did some great plays there. Bavaria did well. Denmark doing very well. So that was really, really good assault there. That was a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this battle. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, share, and of course subscribe for more epic battles. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time on the battlefield.